Alright, today what we're going to do is we're going to show you how to uninstall a catalytic converter for a 1986 Vanagon camper van. And we've got the work manual out here to show you the exhaust system. And right here is the diagram for the catalytic converter. And there's an O2 sensor that goes into this converter, which you can see right here. And most of the videos on YouTube, people will show you how easy it is to take the bolts out on these things and pull them apart, and I'm here to tell you that it's a bit of a hassle, but definitely something that you can do on your own. I'm going to show you a little bit of the tools that you need, and then we'll show you the actual dismantling as well. So a couple of the tools that you're going to need. You're going to need some sort of WD-40, or we use Croil, which helps kind of loosen the bolts a little bit. We got some freeze-off, which didn't really help, but it was fun making everything real cold. You're going to need a half-inch socket to try and get at the bolts, along with the socket extension. Helps to have some wrenches on hand as well. And then we got some power tools involved, so I got one of these that oscillates because it's a little bit hard to get at these bolts on the catalytic converter for the bus. Scrub brush, wire brush, hacksaw. Mine got broken. We ended up having to cut a couple of the bolts off, so we used a Dremel along with a metal cutting blade, and actually bought this at Lowe's. So what you do is it just comes with a gasket here that slides down. Go ahead and you kind of can fit that on, give it a half turn, and then you've got a metal cutting tool with your Dremel. So we went ahead and did that. Go ahead and pull that off. And then last but not least, you want to have plenty of Nestle Arrowhead water on hand, best water on the market. Always buy Arrowhead water. Don't buy any imitation waters. This is the purest stuff that you can get, and it keeps you hydrated. Alright, so the catalytic converter, I'm going to show you the replacement cat right now, which this is what the replacement cat looks like. You can see it's got a bunghole here for the O2 sensor that comes with it. I looked around on the internet. I'm in California. It's impossible to get these things, seems like. But this is the cat that's legal for California. Got it off of performancepeddler.com. Awesome price, like $230 or something like that. So it was a really good price compared to everything else. Here's the part number that you'll need specifically if you're using a bus. So you'll need 39918. It's a MagnaFlow cat converter, and this thing rocks. You'll also need to buy a couple of gaskets at your local auto store. So they should be able to hook something up like that. You can see in this case you've got 3 different holes that go there. And then you'll need to buy some new stainless steel bolts like this. So we got 6 of those bad boys to put in on those new bolts. Alright. So with that said, now I'm going to take you over here, and the first thing you need to do is you need to uninstall the O2 sensor. So we're going to see if we can set this down in here, and I hope that you guys can see this. Let me just double check. Yeah, the O2 sensor is this wire right down here. So there's there's 2 connections here. So this first one has to come off. So you pull that one clear, and then as you look at your bus, you're going to see a bigger connection right here. There should be a metal strap coming here where my thumb is, and I push down on that, and that expands it, and now my O2 sensor is completely released. So now it was strapped on with some zip ties, which I had already previously cut. So my O2 sensor is now unplugged. Let's take this off the tripod. And now, let me show you what we got here. Alright, so here's our O2 sensor. We've got this pulled free. There's the O2 sensor cables, right, that we needed to pull off. So we've got those free, doing it that way. Here's the actual cat converter right here. Sorry, it's a little bit tight. Holy cow. Alright, so anyway, here's the, you can see here's where the nuts went, the screws. So we've cut those free. You can see the cat converter is right here, or I'm sorry, this is your O2 sensor. And then here's where the other bolts were at, and we've pulled these, we've cut this off and pulled it free. So once you've got the bolts pulled off of here, you can pretty much just pull this thing straight down. And it comes down just like this, and then you've got your cat converter off. Okay? Now, you might have, these were my old gaskets right here. You can see they're all shot and rotten. So we've taken those out. Then, I'll tell you, getting this O2 sensor out of here was a total pain. This is a Bosch original sensor right here. So we freaking beat the crap out of this thing to get it pulled off, but eventually we got it out. And then we had to order a new O2 sensor. And here's the fully exposed catalytic converter. Show it to you here. Okay. Very good. And then when you look inside the cat, I don't know if you can really see this. I'll take it out in the sunlight and see if we can get something on it. But if you look down in here, it's completely rotten. And that's how you know that your O2 sensor is all jacked up. Alright, so we're going to put on the new cat. We'll shoot another video for that and show you how that all works.